This is an informal video just to record my Breton build. Let's see, this is a balanced build. Its primary attack is archery, secondary is magic, and tertiary is one-handed. Basically, I can use whatever attacks I want. But I generally tend to use sniping with archery. It's just what I like. Oh, let's see. Well, first of all, I should show the mods that I have active. This really isn't going to be very exciting. I'm just recording my build. Disable cinematic kills because they're annoying. Mammoth pelts. If you're gonna kill a mammoth, you might as well get something out of it besides tusks. More bandit camps. Just adds extra bandit camps. More people to kill. Silver armor and weapons. I don't usually use it, but it's available. Silver armor is pretty cool, as well as the weapons. What else is active? Katana pack, which is kind of nice. It's something different for a one-handed weapon. I like the looks of the katanas better than anything that's included in the game. Vampires suck. No attacks in towns. This is kind of a must-have. I really don't like my vendors being killed by vampires in towns. It annoys me. So this keeps them out of towns. Except for the traveler vampire. Those guys still go into towns. Lanterns of Skyrim. As well as lampposts of Skyrim are just there for beautification purposes. Alva as a follower. She's kind of cool as a follower. I kind of like her. Plus, she's the sexiest character, I think. Ilya. This fixes the bugs with Ilya that you encounter in the vanilla game. And let's see what else we got. Realistic destruction damage. This provides some rings that increase your destruction damage by 10%, 20%, 30%, 50%, and 100%. Because basically vanilla destruction sucks, except for early game. Before or after marriage allows you to get divorced. I've never used this one. Make junk useful. It's very handy. You can melt down equipment. You can melt down weapons. And all kinds of things, including kettles and stuff like that, and get their materials back. It's very handy. Enhanced smelting is also does the same thing. Rich Skyrim merchants. I get tired of running around because merchants only have 2,000 in gold. This gives them a bit more, so I can still sell more stuff per vendor. Project Hippie is another beautification. Package. Sound overhaul. It's actually nice. It just tweaks the sounds and adds more sounds. Lore-based loading screens. It just gives you more text on loading screens. After a while, you play the game, you get tired of reading the same text during loading screens. This adds a bunch more. And that's all that is active. That takes care of the mods. Let's see what the equipment looks like. For weapons, I have different kinds of arrows. It doesn't really matter. The glass bow of the Stag Prince is my go-to bow because for every 20 animals killed, it bumps you up 5 in health and 5 in stamina. So that's very helpful, especially early game. Glass katana, I just like the look of it. On to apparel. Glass shield to go with the katana. Ring of Destructive Force, this is the mod. It comes from the mod I described earlier. Makes destruction spells 100% stronger. Steel plate armor. There's a health buff and, well, 2 health buffs. Health regen and health. The boots is muffle and sneak. Magicka and archery increases. Necklace is destruction reduction and magic resistance. And the helmet is archery increase and destruction spell cost reduction. This is another ring that I created. I stopped using it because of the Ring of Destruction. A water breathing helmet comes in handy when I'm checking out wrecks. Also good for looking for Nordic barnacles underwater. Don't have to worry about a potion running out. Okay. Potions. Just various potions. This one's critical for early game. It's made of, let's see, what is it made of? It is made of, Canis, Imp, and Mora. It reduces health and it paralyzes. Most videos I see just do Canis and Imp, I think. And all that does is reduce health. If you have Canis, Imp, and Mora, it paralyzes and reduces health. Totally incapacitates your enemy. Doesn't work on Draugr though. Some of these are just for selling. Fortify Marksman is another go-to, especially for dragons. And I collect ultimate healing potions. The water breathing potion is merely for sale. You get a lot of money from this. It's made of Nordic barnacle, salmon, and garlic. One of the highest potions you can make in bulk. I start making those as soon as I possibly can. It gives me a lot of money. Oh, anything else? Nothing really. There are no real cheats. Well, if you call mods cheats, then there are cheats. But I don't do the resto potion loop. It's just... It makes your character into Superman. And frankly, it's not much fun after a while. One of the extra bandit camps is up ahead. See if they've respawned. Hard to tell. Shooting arrow in the fire. Yeah, it's respawned. And here comes the chief. Right down there near the water is a spawning point. Something spawns there each day. So if I just feel like killing something, this is one of the spots I go to. And that's a horse. It belongs to a hunter. I hope you're not trying to kill me. Looks like the spider and the bandit are duking it out. You beat the spider and then you got killed by an arrow. Idiot. Alright. Pick up the frostbite venom, just I think it's more out of habit than anything else. This is Lakeview Manor. It's actually my favorite house. It's got at least some of the crafting stuff all in one place. If I could ever find a house that had the enchanting table and all the crafting equipment outside, that would be great. But I can't find one yet. I've looked. Alright. Notice there's a lot of things you can break down here. I can break down an elven dagger to get a quicksilver ingot. That glass shield happens to be my personal enchanted glass shield, so I'm not going to break that down. This is not a new character, as you can tell. So he's got a lot of stats already. The big stats for this one are alchemy, enchanting is big here. Need that to make the best equipment. Smithing. I decided to go with steel plate for no particular reason. Usually I wind up going with elven. We've also got heavy armor. Some one-handed. Archery is the one I really concentrate on, though. That's my weapon of choice. It always is, no matter what build I make. I do have one mage build that does not use archery at all. It doesn't even own a bow. But that's rare. In case you missed it earlier, this is going to be a fairly boring video because it's a personal record of my character. I want to make sure I have all the stats recorded for it. So if I want to build it again and I forget, I will have this to look back on. Alright, let's go in the house. Before I do that, in this chest, I hold all ores and ingots, among other things. There's a potion of fortified smithing, 130% better. I also have 4 pieces of gear for smithing, each at 29% better. I have the same for alchemy. And remember, there's no restore trick, resto potion trick here. Just straight up regular playthrough. Ingredients. Despite the bunch of ingredients I have here, the critical ones are canis root, imp, and mora. For poisons, for making money, it's creep cluster, giant's toe, and wheat. You can make a good potion with giant's toe and wheat only, but you'll lose like 500 bucks if you don't add the creep cluster. Another fairly easy one is spider egg and elf's ear. Elf's ear and spider egg. That's what makes the potion for fortified marksman. What else we got? Another simple one for early game is blue mountain flower, hanging moss, and lavender. You can get these fairly simply early in the game, and you get a decent price for them. It'll help build up your speech and give you more coins. Another one I generally make is Luna Moth and Vampire Dust. Makes an invisible powder. I just make it for sales. I also have Void Salts, Frost Salts, and Fire Salts. Those are for later when I'm playing the Vampire DLC, because I always wind up getting a crossbow eventually before the end of the game. I like crossbows. Everything else is just here because I collected it. I could sell most of it. Blue butterfly wing and snowberries make the smithing potion that I showed earlier. Blue butterfly wing and snowberries are easily found wherever. Um, Dawnstar and outside Windhelm are good for snowberries, blue butterfly wing, any open spaces in Skyrim. You can pretty much find blue butterfly wings. Let's see. Most of the rest of it I get from alchemy shops. Except for the blue mountain flower, which is everywhere. Hanging moss can be found at Dustman's Cairn. There's 12 of them there. As well as Windhelm. You can find them by the blacksmith shop. As well as Solitude. They're hanging around different places and on the walls. All you have to do is look. The important one is our water breathing, which is garlic and salmon and Nordic barnacles. The salmon you can get from the water in Dawnstar, as well as near Solitude. At East Empire Company warehouse. In the beginning of the game, you'll need to use a bow and arrow to catch the salmon. Later in the game, you want to get the magic spell Ice Storm. Makes fishing for salmon infinitely easier. And I'm going to show that in a minute. Barnacles. The two best places I've found for barnacles are, let's see, at Orphan's Tier. There's a good over a dozen Nordic barnacles. The other place is a shipwreck. Orphan's Tier is a shipwreck. The other shipwreck is in the water opposite the Lady Stone. There's about a dozen, well, 14, 16. There's 16 or 17 Nordic barnacles there. As far as garlic goes, garlic is tougher. You can actually get a basket of 16 of them inside Boulder Fall Cave. You just have to kill a couple of necromancers, one on the inside, one on the outside. Other than that, what's really needed is the merchant's perk. Well, I take that back, the investor perk. And we'll take a look at that under speech. You need the investor perk. Once you invest in the Fletcher in Solitude, he has 7 garlic hanging, and you can get them for free after you invest in his business. The other place is also in Solitude, and it's the general goods store in Solitude. So that takes care of garlic, Nordic, and salmon. I need to get those as quickly as possible because it makes me the most money. And for now, I'm going to go salmon fishing.
You talk to Egg Brothers. Deja has no words for you.
God, I hate that character. Alright. First three are here. And I need ice storm.
You have no knowledge of who you speak to. You want knives? You want them in your belly? No? Then you stop talking to DJ.
There's another three here.
What?
In the early game, you have to actually hit those with arrows. It's annoying. But this way, it's very simple. There's three out there too, but I don't know if I can hit those from here. Doesn't look like it. All I have to do is go snap them up. And that's the last thing. Alright. That gives us a quick 14 salmon. Make that 15. 16. You can also go diving and look for salmon, and if you find them, get back to the shore, shoot a firestorm over, and then just go pick them up. You can do this all along the coast of Skyrim. I did this from Solitude all the way to the Icewater Jetty, and I got 100 salmon. I'm going to see if Boulder Fall Cave has respawned. Platinum trophy. Honestly, I don't know what the trophies are. I never pay attention to them. Probably not. I haven't done a lot of questing with this. There you are.
That's close enough.
You can die. Oops.
I knew it.
It took 2 arrows. Friday Man, I'm a little afraid to ask for clarification on that one. So I think I'll leave it alone. Alright, Dwarven Arrow. Let's do that. Like I said earlier, in the early game, this is your best source of garlic. Let's see if I can not kill this thing. Yeah. And there's a whole basket full of garlic right here. $15 of them.
There's a cave here.
Oh, that's brilliant. We just got out of it, idiot. Okay, and there's some wandering creature over here. Oh, look at you. Three of them? Okay, that's odd. I don't think I've seen 3 of these things together anywhere. There's a mage at these ruins. I kill him out of habit more than anything else. Nuts. I didn't really intend to do much with this video other than record the stats of my character, which I've already done. Oh, come on. Fine. That was strangely satisfying. I just pick up the fire salts here. That's it for this place. More Nordic barnacles. This is my favorite kind of character because he's balanced. I can use a sword when I feel like it. I can use a bow and arrow when I feel like it. Or I can use just magic. The other two are already dead. Okay, the mod I have creates a bandit camp here. When it respawns, it will have 13 bandits on it. The best part is, I can snipe them from the other shore, because none of them can leave this little island. But they're all dead. Oh, more salmon. Thank you. Using ice stone to fish for salmon is just awesome. This is Orphan's Tier. And when it respawns, there are 3 bandits here, usually. I only see one. There's 2 at the fire, and there's 1 inside the cabin. But there's only 1 in there. Shooting blind here. I'm just shooting and hoping to hit something at this point. There are 15 or 16 barnacles here, but they haven't respawned yet. They take a while. Just looking for stray bandits. Sometimes they have a few out here. And sometimes not. Sticking to the needed perks, you should be able to build this character out by level 50. I'm gonna go finish out my one-handed training. Where is Amron?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters.
Amron is a common trainer. Will only train me to 50.
Sometimes I miss
fine.
the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms, I can teach you a few things.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's as high as I'll go.
Right then.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
Get some arrows from
I
the
work with my
blacksmith.
mother. Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun, Mom.
You're someone. Take a look.
Since I have over 1,000,000 septums, I don't really care about money too much. Buying ebony arrows, daedric arrows, and dwarven arrows. And selling potions. Notice the vendor has 10,000 septums. That's from the mod I mentioned earlier. Okay.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Welcome to... Take a look. Good doing business with you.
Head back up to Dawn Star. I do make the Dawn Star run, especially early in the game. So yeah, it's cheating. It's too tempting. Can't help it. Here's another hunting ground. It spawns daily. There's usually something. Oh, 3 vampire dogs. Okay. I collect their collars so I can smelt the collars down to get ebony. Might as well do some fishing while I'm here. That's screwed up. I accidentally hit somebody. Now the whole town is mad. Oops. Safer to do your fishing off the ship.
Crazy blob. Trying to get someone to kill?
I don't like taking orders from a boy, but I need to go.
Three more. Okay, that takes care of the fishing for now. Oh, let's go find the hidden chest. Go back. All I'm looking for are things I can smelt. I can't smelt anything that's enchanted. So I leave those alone. I normally take a lot of this stuff, but I have plenty of money. I don't need any equipment or anything. So I take very little.
You're that one from the college. Heard about you.
Those are the Death Hound collars. I get one ebony for 2 ebony for each one. Wow.
Ironbreaker mine is 3 times the worth of that Quicksilver mine. And it's fathead eater.
Another hunting area that respawns daily is this little valley. Unfortunately, that looks like Maik. Yep. No bad guys to kill. Hello, Sean. Oh, the giant respawned. How nice. I think I'll just let my follower kill the giant. You gotta hit him.
That's it? That's your best?
I gave my follower ebony arrows. So hopefully I can recover some arrows from the giant if he ever kills her. Yes, I am using mods. I actually detailed the mods I'm using early in the video. Oh, I forgot to mention the enchantment on the katana. Absorbs health and has a chance to paralyze. And it paralyzed. I'm just going to leave everything. Heck with it. Yes, in the beginning of the video I showed the mods that I'm using. I actually showed them and explained the ones I currently have turned on. None of them are actually critical to making this character. Alright. Oh, you sucker. Okay. That took more arrows than I planned. Still trying to get my bow skills up to 100, which is why I'm shooting everything I see still. Yeah, the katana pack is kind of nice. A little variety. I don't really like most of the swords that come with Skyrim. The ebony sword is pretty cool, but I didn't go up and get the ebony skill perk, so the katana still looks cooler, I think. Don't get in my way. No way I'm hitting this guy. Knight armor mods. I'm not sure I understand what you mean by that. There's the silver armor mod, which is pretty cool. It's the best looking armor that I've seen. Oh, you sucker. I don't really feel like fighting these guys. Oh, it's the Kaji. I think I'll let them fight these guys. Ah. Medieval knights. Closest I've seen is the silver armor. It's a mod I currently have active. Well, that attack is going nowhere, so I might as well show you the armor. I can remember where the silver armor is. I think it's under Elven. There we go. Let's see the breastplate. This is all silver armor that came with that mod. You have multiple helmets. There's even an invisible one, which is kind of cool. That's the invisible one. You can still enchant it and upgrade it, but you can't see it. Also, where did the breastplate go? I missed it. It's called silver mail instead. There we go. Here's the light armor version. And the heavy armor version, which looks exactly the same to me. No problem. And the sword looks just like an elven sword, just colored silver. The bows are pretty cool. And the crossbow is pretty cool too. So I can get a crossbow here without even starting the Dawnguard DLC. Only for PS4. I can guarantee it's for PC also. I'm not sure about Xbox or any other platform. I'm pretty sure anything on PS4 is also on the PC. But like I said, I'm not sure about the other platforms. I never played Xbox. I've never played PC either, come to think of it. Let's see. Anything in particular you wanted to look at other than the armor? Let me just pick my garden here while I'm at it. There we go. I have a few things I need to sell. Might as well do that. If you haven't noticed, I go to Whiterun a lot. I like Whiterun. Okay, don't kill me here, but I'm assuming you're looking at... No, I'm not even going to say it. Yeah, I don't know if it's on Xbox. I would have to actually go onto my PC to check that.
You're someone who... The finest weapons and armor.
I thought it was pretty rare to have something on PS4 that wasn't also on Xbox. Okay, that's all the things I need to sell.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Now I get more arrows.
Hello, friend.
What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know. Thank you very much for your business.
Be quicker to show you. I'm not really doing anything else. Silver armor and weapons. Unfortunately, it does not say what platforms it supports. But there is a website if you want to jot it down. No problem. Well, might as well go over the mods I have installed that are not active. Legendary creatures. It's pretty good. You get some creatures that are very tough to kill, and you get some nice goodies for killing them. Bear Peak Cottage. It's a pretty nice place. It adds like 6 potential followers. It's got everything in it. The only problem is it's kind of a cheat because it gives you crap tons of ores and gems, and it's kind of a cheat. This tweaks your magic. I'm not really that big of a magic user, so I didn't use it much. Adds a lot of spells. It's almost like a DLC. Well, sorry, I guess he didn't write one for Xbox. Huh. Tweaked arrows and bolts. Does a lot of stuff, but not active. Ivory armor. It looks pretty cool, but I had some issues with this mod, so I don't normally activate it. Nemesis Master Storm Conjurer. This actually adds 3 characters called Nemesis, and they are different level casters, each one. You've got low level, medium level, and high level, and at high level she just obliterates everything. It's another cheat. That would be strange. I think you'd be the first subscriber. But I appreciate it. I hope you find your mod for your medieval armor. Dolomite, weather, and lighting, which basically adds fog, which I hate. Multiple followers. That's another cheat. Gives you a bunch of followers. You can have a bunch at the same time. Immersive Citizens, which is a really nice mod because it adds more personality to the NPCs. However, this mod tends to make my blacksmiths wander away from their forges, which is highly annoying. Light ebony armor. Cool looking armor. Unfortunately, sometimes the character gets stuck in that armor and it makes a grinding noise that is unbelievably ear splitting. Unlimited rings and amulets, another cheat. You can wear as many different kinds of rings as you want. Enchant them all. You can really make a super character with that. Gray's tree home. It's okay. It's a smaller house. It's a tree house. It looks pretty cool from the outside. Doesn't have much in the way of storage. Valkyria Armory. I didn't learn enough about this to be able to use it. Someday I'll go look at it, but it's almost a mod by itself, or almost a DLC by itself, I think. Takes care of the mods. You may have noticed there are no dragons running around. That's because I never even went to I never even visited the Jarl after leaving Helgen. So I never really started the quest. So no dragons yet. Not many vampires either, because I didn't start that either. Really, all I did with this character is build the character. And I didn't need to do very many quests. These are the only quests I've done. And most of it was to get money. I try to avoid anything with Draugr in it. I love this game, but I really hate Draugr. And I'm not fond of dungeons. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Someday I'm going to jump onto that roof. Someday. Just going to go kill some bandits for lack of anything else to do. Oh, come on. Seriously? These guys respawn yet? Oops. Get out of my way. Can't believe he slid on me.
It's nothing.
This is what you want, huh?
Death is highly overrated.
I'm about to die here. Okay. Okay. Sometimes some more bandits come around that corner. And sometimes they don't. Not so much for that. Is that the aspiring mage or the wandering bard? It's the bard. Problem with this build is I don't need any more money, nor do I need any equipment. I have everything I need already. Everything's enchanted. So I just do quests that I feel like doing. Oops, time to change arrows. Oh, really? I'm honestly not usually this bad with bow and arrow, but today I can't hit anything. Forget it.
I'll kill you!
No, I don't think so. I don't normally play like this, but I feel like just storming in here and killing everything with a sword.
Oh.
Oh, he didn't respawn. That means the rest of them didn't either. Whoops. The oars did, but I don't need the oars. That was anticlimactic. I'm only on expert mode, which is why everything is dying so quickly. I do enjoy killing things with one shot. I know it kind of ruins the game, but if I kill something, I like it dead right away. I've already been to Dawn Star. I might as well get the other secret caches while I'm here. Been at this for almost an hour and a half. Time flies. Where did you guys come from? You just walked out of the water. But there's no path. Never mind. NPCs are a mystery. Okay, another hidden chest. $5,000 gold. It's kind of nice. Okay, dude, I'm dumping you as a follower, and I will dump you in Morthal. I think I'll take Ella as a follower.
Well, aren't you the handsome one?
Yes,
You and
I
I
am.
should spend some time together.
As soon as I dismiss this guy.
I'm right behind you. I'll head back home if you need me.
Yeah. Hurry up. Leave. I got a hot date.
The people here, these people are like
Lead the way.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Have you seen my mother? I'm
She's
still waiting
dead,
for her
kid.
to come home.
Well, might as well go to the alchemist.
My mother and father died years ago. Family takes care of me now.
Don't really have any equipment for her. She doesn't really need it. Well, I'm gonna take a break for a minute while I wait for her to open up shop. Okay, she opened up shop. Now where'd she go? Oh, there you go. Don't just disappear like that.
Jürgen and I both work hard. So, you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Potion of ultimate health. That's all I'm looking for. She's not carrying it. No idea why I'm getting Daedra hearts. Oh no, my last water breathing potion.
Until next time.
See if I can find some more Nordic barnacles. If they've respawned. I try not to wildly swing the camera around, because I know how annoying that is to watch somebody else do it. Sometimes I forget. Alright, I need my water breathing helmet. Yay, respawned. Some of them respawned. Nuts. Hate when that happens. Some of these barnacles you can't pick up, which is why I'm skipping them. Oh well. Ooh. More salmon fishing.
What are you doing?
I'm hoping you'll get out of my way. Completely missed the mark. Really? Well, I got one of them. That was poor. Oh, spider. I hate spiders more than I hate Draugr, but... You kill it. Might as well dump the ores. I'll just go out and kill these 3 bandits. More out of habit than anything else. don't get in my way. Kill the archer first.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Here, W. These salmon don't seem to respawn. Bad. Well, looks like I'm ending this here. Kind of ran out of things to do. So, let's take it back home. The build information is at the beginning of this video, in case you find something useful. And I believe we're done. Have a good weekend.